What's up, everybody? I'm Bobby Shortle, and welcome to my top 5 games of 2017. You may be asking yourself, 5? Why not 10? What a lazy loser. Well, I'll tell you why. It's not because I'm lazy, it's because editing 10 games down into a video is a lot harder than editing 5. So I guess it's a little bit of being lazy. But, to show you I'm not so lazy, here is my 10 through 6, really quick. Number 10, Nier Automata. I have so many complaints about Nier Automata, but it is so remarkable and unique in its storytelling and the gusto in which it goes for things. I just couldn't not include it on this list. And the best part is, all those things can only be done in a video game, so it deserves to be on this list, but no higher than 10. Number 9, SteamWorld Dig 2. Love the first one, love the second one even more. It's got a great look, it's got a great feel, one of the best upgrade systems I've ever experienced. If you love Metroidvania type games, check out SteamWorld Dig 2. Number 8, Emily is Away 2. It's a visual novel, told all in AIM windows. It shouldn't work, but here's the thing, it does. It is nostalgic, it is emotionally effective, it is tense as hell at times, and it brings back those feelings and thoughts of those long nights talking to people on Instant Messenger in a way I never thought I'd experience again. It takes you an hour and a half, it's like $5, play this game. Number 7, Metroid Samus Returns. Remember how I told you SteamWorld Dig was a great Metroidvania game? Hey, this is even a better Metroidvania game. It does all of the things that a Metroid game should do, and boy oh boy have we waited long enough, us Metroid fans, for a Metroid game that does it right. And also, even if it didn't do those things, it'd be worth it just for that sick counter move. Dust your 3DS off, charge it up, and play Metroid Samus Returns. Number 6, I'm gonna spend a little bit more time talking about number 6 because it was almost my number 5 and it just missed just by a little bit. Night in the Woods. Night in the Woods, oh, what an amazing, amazing experience. I've never experienced more authentic, real feeling language in a game ever. The way that May and Greg and Bea and Angus talk to each other, it just feels so real. It feels like I'm listening in on actual conversations, and it not only gets the feeling of these characters right, the way they talk to each other, but this feeling of a town on the downswing, a town that was once great, that was once thriving, and is now having a lot of trouble. It's unbelievable how well it does it. The game's story is top-notch. I love the way it looks. I love that it has all these little mini games you can do, like playing Guitar Hero and stealing things from a Hot Topic and smashing up fluorescent lights. It's so cool. And in a year where I, for the first time, experienced a real problem with anxiety, it spoke to me on a level I didn't expect. It's out now on PS4, it's on PC, it's on Switch. I think it's a perfect game for Switch. If you haven't played Night in the Woods, you must play it. My number 5, and here we go. Here's the big time, folks. Resident Evil 7. Resident Evil 6 sucked. It was terrible. And it seemed like Capcom had no idea what Resident Evil fans wanted out of their Resident Evil games. Resident Evil 7 not only pushes the series forward as far as perspective and dragging it into the modern day, but it still retains that Resident Evil-ness that made those original games so great. The puzzle solving, the weird keys, the obtuse mythology. Yes, the first half of Resident Evil is better than the second half. If they had been equal, this would have been much higher on my list. But Resident Evil 7 is a scary, exciting, and engaging experience that brings the Resident Evil franchise back from the dead, and I cannot wait to see what they do next.
Where do you think you're going?
Number 4. What Remains of Edith Finch. I think takes this first-person adventure, walking simulator genre and pushes it to another level because it includes an incredible amount of interactivity and variety in what you're doing in the game. The cannery sequence is one of the best things I've ever done in a video game and the most emotionally powerful things I've ever done in a video game. There's so many great vignettes in this game, and to top it all off, it is penned so beautifully. I was constantly gripped by the tale of the Finch family and their curse, and their tale is morbid and really tough, but they wrap it in sort of this storybook wrapper that helps to ease, I think, that bluntness and makes the game more palatable to play through while not losing what makes it so special. I'm gonna remember playing Edith Finch for years and years to come. Number 3, Super Mario Odyssey. Talk about pure, unadulterated fun in a video game. That's Super Mario Odyssey. From clever jumping puzzles to gorgeous visuals to just straight out weird shit that you wouldn't expect in a Mario game, Mario Odyssey brings it all to the table. The pure density of stuff that's in Super Mario Odyssey is mind-blowing. Nintendo made sure that no matter what corner of the world you go, in whatever world you go, you're gonna find a moon, you're gonna find a special coin. Mario Odyssey is the pinnacle of exploratory Mario games, and in any other year, it's probably a #1 game of the year, but this isn't any other year. This is 2017.
On our left. I mean, I may as well just like...
Dead. Number 2, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds shouldn't have worked for me. It is a competitive shooter with permadeath, with simulation-style gunplay. That is not me, but for some reason, PUBG took over my life. Over 200 hours between the PC and the Xbox version, 5 chicken dinners, and countless stories about an encounter here, an encounter there, what went wrong, what went right.
Got him. No, okay. I knocked this guy out.
Oh, there's somebody else here. There's somebody else here.
Yep.
He's dead. He's dead. There are a lot of tense games out there, a lot of games that have given me a giant thrill, and the biggest thing I can compare it to is a Dark Souls game. When you take down a Dark Souls boss, you get this elated feeling that you just climbed a mountain and come up the top and stuck your flag in it and just said, this is mine. And I get that every single time I get into an encounter in PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Every time I win an encounter, it feels like the best thing I've ever done in a video game. Once again, any other year, this is a runaway #1 game for me. PUBG just happened to come out in a year where quite possibly the best video game of all time came out, and that is my #1, Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. Wow. The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild is a complete revolution in the Legend of Zelda series. It takes the DNA of what was there before and just explodes it into this giant, emergent, open world where you can interact and play around and do anything that you really want to do. Whether it's making a path of your metal weapons to a group of enemies, try to electrocute them with a lightning storm, or creating an airship out of Octorocks, or launching yourself across the map while on a tree trunk. The game presents you with its systems and says, have a party. I sunk over 100 hours into The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, and I loved every single moment I was there. I am flabbergasted that they were able to reinvent, yet still keep the DNA of what made it great in the first place. And it once again proved you can never really count Nintendo out. Keep it with me and everything that's going on with Talking Games. Follow us at Talking_Games on Twitter, and head over to twitch.tv/TalkingGames. Check out our live streams or youtube.com/TalkingGames videos. Thank you to all of you who are watching, and until next time, be good to one another.